What's going on, everybody? It's Q, and I am here today at Mental Awakening. Crawfish for a cause. Yes, I said crawfish. And today I'm here with the president and the vice president, Michael and Connor. So they're going to tell us a little bit about why today is important in the city of Atlanta and in your life.
Well, it's important because mental health is important. I mean, it's good to have, people around you, a community to stand upon, to really, if you're having a bad day, to have someone to reach out to. I mean, that's what we're here. We're here to advocate about it, to make it normalized. Also here to have a good time, just kind of an alternative way to advocate.
Okay. So tell us how the idea for Mental Awakening.
About 5 years ago, and it was originally for a friend who passed away due to suicide, which everyone can relate to. Everyone's had friends go through mental health and have, lost friends due to those things. And it was really just like a backyard party. It was a good time. It was just, it was a close group of friends that really started it. And it was really all of our friends. And then as it's grown over the years, we've been able to scale up, put on a larger event. And really the ultimate goal is, it was one of our friends who passed away. We did that for him. But really this event has grown so much where we've been able to help, lots of people, lots of friend groups. We see dozens of people here, hundreds of people here. And we know, in their friend group, in their faction, they've got, maybe someone who had passed away. So it's, honoring our friend, but also, putting it out there for a much larger audience to get this message out to many people. So that's kind of what we've been trying to create over the years, grow the festival. We're donating the money that we're raising at the festival, but also just create a good vibe, something where it's a good time, everyone's having a good time, good music, great crawfish, just an overall good atmosphere, a good community event. So that's really been the goal as we've been scaling up and kind of what, gives us the drive to do it year over year.
So out of all the food we could have chosen, we're eating crawfish. Why crawfish?
Because when I was at Alabama, we would have crawfish parties, and it's kind of the springtime, and it's a nice little twist to the event.
I mean, who doesn't like a fun outdoor crawfish boil?
Yeah.
And also they're kind of hard to find. Crawfish is really seasonal. So for us, this time when we do it in early April is like right in the heart of crawfish season. And crawfish is kind of like a bayou thing, right? So we kind of bring a little bit of that up here, which we've got funk bands. You can hear them in the back, funking out a little bit. So it's kind of like the timeline works perfectly for us to have a fun outdoor crawfish boil at this early April slot.
And it goes really good with beer.
Yeah. So I know it's pretty early, but from what I can see, the crowd is packing in. It's amazing. Everybody's loving the food. I had some myself, and it was actually very good. So what do we have to look forward to as year 6 comes around?
You talking about this year or next year?
Next year.
Oh, next year, I don't know. We're trying to get through this year first off. But honestly, we do think about it. We keep it in the forefront of our mind of what's up next and whatnot. We'd like to be back here. This space has been good to us, and it's definitely kind of a good layout for what we're doing capacity-wise. Band-wise, we want to keep scaling up and try to get, bigger bands and draw a bigger crowd. But ultimately, the goal is just raise more money, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, whether that means, bigger bands, bigger vendors, all those things, yes, they're great. But if that can put us at a higher, donation total, that's really the goal at the end. So
yeah, and also it's all about advocating to the people here. The more people you have here, the more you can get the message out.
Yeah.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's the most important part.
Yeah. So tell people how they can follow you guys on social media, website, how they can donate if they're not able to make it physically.
Yeah, there's a couple options. Our Venmo is Crawfish for a Cause. Our Instagram is Crawfish for a Cause. And we have our website, it's crawfishforacause.com.
Okay.
And there you go to the sponsorship link, and you go and donate as much as you want or as little as you want. It doesn't matter. Every little bit goes a long way.
Yes,
and all of our socials are going to have all the links to donation options and things like that. And then we sell tickets, obviously, but you can, within the tickets, there are donation tickets, which you've seen a lot of people, they might buy a ticket and then throw a donation on top. So it's pretty cool to see people, coming out and really supporting us. And what's really cool is it's a lot of the same group, right? We'll see the same people year over year. And I talked to someone earlier who I actually met last year, and he was like, "Oh, good to see you again. This is year 3 for me." I'm like, "That's awesome!"
Yeah.
And they don't even live in Atlanta. They're out of towners, and they just come in it's such a cool cause. The lineup's great. We love crawfish, so we come back every year.
See, and if there's no other reason to come out aside from the good crawfish, it's a good reason for coming out. And the vibe is absolutely amazing. So make sure you guys support Crawfish for a Cause. I'll tag them, social medias, website, and everything.
Am I wrong? Thinking out the box from where I stay. Am I wrong? Just 'cause everybody doing what they all do.